Well, you don't see this just every day, so I thought I maybe should film this. What I'm talking about really, that was introduction, is this platform. I'll explain later what you're looking at, but I thought I'd better film it before we cover it. Well, now you can see I have the first layer of, this is chestnut, this is American chestnut. And I'll explain later when I have time more why I'm doing it this way. And I'll explain what those wooden slats are too. But right now I'm kind of putting the floor down pretty fast because I want to actually use it. There's what I'm going to use for the second layer. I hope I have enough. I'll spread it out if I have to. But you can see at least what I did. And another thing I want to tell you, I ran at the corners. I ran a pretty good plank on out at that corner and over at that corner. And this layer is going to go this way, and I'll do the same thing. I'll run it out, and that's to take a railing. Even though this isn't going to be a building, I want to make sure nobody falls off it. Now, a lot of this wood is extremely rotted, but it's chestnut. It's American chestnut, and it'll be strong enough. All right, back to work. Well, you don't see this just every day, so I thought I maybe should film this. What I'm talking about really, that was introduction, is this platform. I'll explain later what you're looking at, but I thought I'd better film it before we cover it. Well, there are the long chestnut planks I have, and I pretty much use them all up. I have short ones now to lay in between, and I'll just make the spaces such that I'll get coverage on the floor, because sheet metal's going to, old used roofing is going to go over this. Everything here is recycled. Extreme recycling. And if I have to, I'll go to those 2x4s probably. Well, no, I won't. But I'll get some other 2x4s that are old. Okay, it's working for me. You see right over there, not today, but within a month or so, there's going to be a machine go that probably, it might weigh a ton, maybe. And right here today where I'm standing, 2 machines are going to go. Each one of them probably weighs 500 pounds or so. You should see that today. Well, there's some pretty sorry wood in there, but it is almost all chestnut. What isn't chestnut is oak. And I may still put some more oak there. But I've still got 2 tricks up my sleeve for making this strong enough. Remember, where I'm walking right now, it needs to carry about at least a ton. But I think I've used up all my chestnut. I think. Well, that's actually not quite true. I have some that I've just figured had to be burnt. Oh, there's a little bit. Alright, now comes roofing. Well, the sheet metal's on there, the roofing, and that's old, old sheet metal roofing that I tore off a building. And now that's oak that the machines are actually laying on. These 2 were fairly heavy, and I've got one other, or maybe 2, one that's equally heavy and one that's way heavier. So that, in a way, this was practice. But I haven't used the saw at all in this process. Well, I did for making the legs, and I'll put more legs underneath it. Now that there's weight on it, I can get underneath there with the jack, just jack it up easy and set it. And I just leveled it up on piles of 1B stone to put the posts in. Well, this is called, as I said earlier in the course somewhere, that's called letting something run wild. I can saw these off when I want to with a chainsaw. I'll probably hit some nails, but if I want to get a straight edge there, whenever I do. Now this I'd leave on all 4 corners. I put something like that to run a brace up like that, so I got a railing. I don't want somebody falling off her. These I would saw off. And here's the one for here to be used later. I don't know what I'll do with this space. There were 4 floor. This part here was my neighbor's barn, his hog pen, and there's Earl Claycom's barn floor is there, and Colby Reinhardt gave me a building that had a chestnut floor. I think that's where the planks came from, and the beams. All right, I'll cover things up, and it waits for a line shaft to come right through the building and right on out as far as the blacksmith shop. And I'm not going to put a roof on this. This is not going to be a building.